Here's your weather video for this Sunday. It's the 22nd day of October, and I'm meteorologist Bill Murray looking at a busy pattern across North America, but not really very much bad weather. Your eye is drawn to the down the area down there around Baja, California, the western coast of Mexico, and the Pacific, where Hurricane Norma made landfall near Cabo San Lucas on Saturday afternoon. Top winds 85 miles an hour. The system is moving very slowly. It will cross the Gulf of California on your Sunday, make landfall again on the western coast of Mexico there as a depression Sunday evening. And the moisture from this system will be drawn up into Texas. Now, it's not going to be a player in our weather. We'll see why in a minute. But we have been seeing a widespread shield of high cloudiness spreading out of the system across Mexico, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana. It's moving into Alabama. That gives some high cloudiness for your Sunday. But the good news is, really, that's one piece of the news, that you'll have some high cloudiness. Also, some cooler air. Big trough of low pressure over the eastern United States, as we'll see in a minute, spreading cooler air down into Alabama and the southeast. That system moisture starved, though, so nothing in the way of rain. In fact, we may not see rain here until perhaps Halloween. This is the upper look across North America early on this Sunday morning, showing a big trough of low pressure over the eastern United States, ridge in the middle. There's Norma moving into Mexico, and a system out here off of California. Now, as we kind of go through time, the ridge centers over Alabama, the Ohio Valley, deep south, and sort of anchors itself. The western trough swings into the desert southwest and then into Mexico before it comes back up into the United States. You see this ridge is really very strong over the eastern half of the country. We see that trough moving into the southern and central plains there by Wednesday and Thursday, and as it does that, it's going to begin to diminish and fall apart, followed by another system that'll be following that as we get into the weekend and the week 2 period. But you see, high pressure remains strong and in charge across Alabama and the Gulf States region. As we go on through the period, this is Tuesday the 31st, getting ready for some trick-or-treat. Might be a little wet. Looks like we got another system there moving through the Bahamas, upper level, not tropical in nature, but a system there in the western United States too coming our way. But you see the ridge is kind of holding tough, perhaps bringing us some negative weather conditions there around the second weekend, Saturday, November 4th. Now, we do see a disturbance in the western Caribbean there on the GFS. That would not be, that would not be unexpected at all for this time of year. But as you can see, we're going to be mainly under ridging for much of the next 10 to 12 days. This is the GFS starting off on this Sunday morning, showing Alabama high and dry, some showers there through parts of southern Ohio, West Virginia, into the mid-Atlantic. The system there exiting Maine, bringing some snows to eastern Canada. And you see Norma there off the coast. And I really need to talk about it, so I think I'll go back for a second here. We didn't talk about Hurricane Tammy. Hurricane Tammy made landfall on Barbuda Saturday evening, bringing some hurricane force gusts to that area. This hurricane continues as a Category 1 storm. Will begin to turn to the north and the northeast, but there are some signs, interestingly enough, that actually Tammy might kind of turn back to the west as a ridge develops to the north of it. That is captured. I'll turn off the icons from the Hurricane Center forecast and take you over to the consensus model. And the model consensus shows that the system could come back to the west. Don't think it'll affect the United States. Eventually, probably will dissipate as we go through time. That won't be a factor in our weather. This is the GFS again, starting off there with this morning, moving through time. We're going to have a fairly nice day today. Lots of sunshine, some filtered high cloudiness from Norma, but no rain. High temperatures will be a little bit cooler today, generally in the middle and upper 70s to near 80. Places like Montgomery probably will be in the lower 80s. As we go into Monday, it's more of the same. Just a few patches of high clouds at times. Otherwise, sunny and nice across the area. High temperatures will be in the 70s again, trying to get back up into the 80s as we go through time, and I think we'll hit that probably by Tuesday. It will be at least 78 to 80 degrees in many spots. But again, we stay high and dry. See the ridging there centered over North Carolina and the Mid-Atlantic region, continuing to protect Alabama. We see a lot of that moisture from Norma being shunted up and above the ridge of high pressure, causing showers to break out from Texas up through the Central Plains into the Midwest. There, low pressure centered near Iowa. Look at the snows developing there over the northern Rockies, parts of Montana into the northern plains. That system will continue to move that way as we head into Thursday and Friday. Now, by Thursday, the force field around our subtropical high is just keeping us in good shape. Showers and thunderstorms just to the west of Alabama. They shouldn't affect us, although our northwestern counties could get a stray shower possibly somewhere there Thursday night. By Friday, a second stronger system is moving toward Alabama, but again, it's running into the immovable object there, and that is that ridge of high pressure, which finally begins to break down by Saturday night and Sunday. Look over to the right there. This is the GFS depiction of Tammy, which may still be with us there on the 29th even. Look at the wintry weather conditions beginning to develop there from the Central Plains into the Midwest. Potential there for some icing conditions over Kansas. That does not look good. I know they're getting ready for Kansas and Oklahoma next Saturday. That'll be a good game. But fortunately, it looks like, well, hopefully, there won't be any wintry precipitation in Lawrence affecting that game. But here in Alabama, we're still high and dry through Sunday. More activity continuing in the battle zone to our north and west. And as we go into the 30th, you see the GFS trying to bring Tammy into the Bahamas. This is kind of a new development here on this 18Z run, bringing it very close to South Florida, but I doubt at that point it would even be tropical. So the first showers begin to move into Alabama, perhaps as early as Halloween, as early as Tuesday the 31st, when people are getting ready for trick-or-treat. Looks like that activity might hold off till Wednesday or Thursday, though, and that'd be great news for all the ghosts and goblins that'll be out. Looks like a couple of rounds of rain for Alabama in that week. It will be turning colder, or cooler at least. And look at that system there in the Western Caribbean approaching the Yucatan out at the end of the period by Sunday the 5th and Monday the 6th. This showing the, well, let's move back in time here. This showing the shield of cloudiness that has been emanating from Norma in the Pacific. That cloudiness will be with us. That moisture will continue to stream across Alabama, keeping us partly sunny to mostly cloudy at times through Monday. But then it looks like the clouds will kind of move out. Tuesday, Wednesday, just partly cloudy conditions. Could see a few clouds on Thursday. Friday, looking mostly sunny. So does Saturday. And looks like that cloudiness and precipitation will move in there for the beginning of the week 2 period, which will be right about the time that we're thinking about Halloween. These are temperatures off the National Blend of Models. 77 today, 78 tomorrow. Will be wandering through the upper 70s to near 80 degrees all week. Looks like the warmest day would come Friday. Look at that cool down coming at the end of the period there on Tuesday the 31st. And as we turn the calendar to the 1st of November. Weather Brains is the weekly netcast that's all about weather. We'll record it on Monday night, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time. You can watch it live at YouTube/WeatherBrains, or you can pick it up wherever you get your podcast. We'll be talking to Puget Sound meteorologist Ted Buhner Monday night should be an interesting discussion of weather in the Pacific Northwest. Well, that's your weather video for this Sunday, the 22nd of October. I'll have notes on the blog, complete update on the forecast coming up at noon. James will be back 2 days tomorrow. Scott will be here next Saturday. I'll see you next Sunday. And until I get that opportunity, as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something fun to look at.